Well, happy Tuesday to you. Thank you for joining me for Scottie the Trainer Tuesday. I am Scottie the Trainer. So it's a joy to have you joining me wherever you're watching this. Google Plus, YouTube, if you're on my YouTube channel, Scottie the Trainer, I appreciate that. If you're viewing this on Facebook, please, all the videos are made public. Feel free to share them, comment, like, what have you. I really would appreciate it. Today, I just wanted to stop for a moment and talk to you on this Scottie the Trainer Tuesday about the dark room experience. The dark room experience. So, I'm thinking about a job that I had 20 plus years ago. 20 plus years ago. I worked for a particular company. So, these companies that go out and take pictures of sports teams. So the children's sports teams and teenagers that are playing sports, doesn't matter what it is, from hockey to football to baseball. So the photographers go out, they take the team pictures, they take the individual pictures, the cheerleading teams and competitions and things of that nature. And then once they're done, the photographers would bring the film back, and then the film would be produced into these large rolls of what would look like blank paper. Nothing was on them. That's where my department came in. I want you to think about this for a moment, the process. So whenever a photographer loads the camera up and they load that up with the film, that is called unexposed film. Now, when the photographer points the camera and clicks it, that's now called exposed film. Now it has to go from being exposed to developed. So what happens is, when you take a look, if you were to pull that film out, even after the picture was taken, you know what you would see on it. Absolutely nothing. The paper is blank. It looks like, to the naked eye, it looks as if there's absolutely nothing on there. But you and I know the picture has been taken. There's something there, but it has to go through a process. That's where my department would come in. So what they would do is we would take those big rolls of that non-developed film, and when we would get them, they were blank. Absolutely nothing on them. So we would open up a bin that was right above our computer station and cubicle, and we would put the undeveloped film onto a spool, and then we would roll it through to another spool and close it. Then I would sit down, and at the computer I would type in whatever it is that the families and the coaches and the departments ordered, whatever they ordered. They wanted 5 8x10s and 3 5x7s and 1 team photo. Whatever it was, I'd put it into the computer. As I did that, it would then send it up to that undeveloped, non-developed film paper. Once it got to the end, the next part of my job, and from that part on, had to be done in the dark. So now I would get up, pull a curtain that we had that would come all the way around. So now everything I had to do it in the dark. So I would open that up. I would pull that roll of non-developed film off, put it inside of a special bag so that the film would not be exposed to the light. I then would walk out, go down the hallway, and go into a large room called the dark room. What I then would do is, in that dark room, I would go in, load up the film, put it on a conveyor belt, and the conveyor belt would take it, and it would start to run in a cycle. And what would happen is, it would run in a cycle, and it would be dipped down into chemicals. And the chemicals, the wash chemicals, would then develop the film. Now here's what I want you to understand. When we pulled that non-developed paper, it looked like there was nothing there. But once it was put in the dark room, once it went through the dark room experience, the dark room then would pull out the picture. It would cause the picture to go from non-developed to developed. But you could not take that non-developed paper and get the beautiful packages of the picture without having the dark room experience. And that's what I wanted to talk to you about here today. Our dreams, our goals, our visions, the thoughts of grandeur that we have. Because I'm sure right now someone is watching me going, I thought I'd be farther along than I am right now. I thought I'd have more money than I do now. I thought I'd be out of an apartment by now. I thought I'd have my own house, my own business. I thought I'd have a better marriage, a better relationship. Why am I single? I thought I'd be in a relationship. Some people that were in relationships are going, why aren't I single? This guy won't leave. He just keeps hanging on. I'm being humorous about it, but it's true. But let me just tell you, you and I realize as people living life every single day that you cannot have non-developed goals and dreams and have them become developed over here without having some dark room experiences. The job that I worked at that time, I was 21 years old. The job that I worked, it paid me good money. And 80% of my job was done in the dark. And I was developing whatever was on those pictures. Now, when that blank paper went through that chemical, went through the wash chemical did not put the pictures on there. The wash chemical just brought to light whatever was on the non-developed film. Let me tell you, our tough times, our lean times, our times of struggle, our times when things don't always go right, our times when our friends are not always there, that's not putting something on us. It's actually bringing to light whatever it is that's on the inside of us. How will you be able to appreciate having money to buy food for yourself and for a friend except for the fact that you knew what it was to be broke? How will you know what it is to appreciate what it is to sit down and watch television and have times of peace to yourself or read a good book to yourself except you know what it is to go through times of confusion and pressure? The darkroom experience, it's not there to destroy us. It's there to bring to light the goals and the dreams that have laid dormant for so long within you and within me. I can stand right here and tell you today, and I'd stake my life on this. Every promotion I've ever got in my mind, on my job, whether it was corporate or in the church, spiritual or secular, whether it was something in my life, or whether it was something that I was doing for someone else. Every promotion, every level, every next stage came after a darkroom experience. I want to tell you today, don't give up on your hopes and dreams because they are there. Right now, they're undeveloped. You say, yeah, but right now, Scottie, it's so dark where I am. It's a tough time. It's a valley. I'm walking through a tough time. My friends have left me. I'm all by myself. My friend, let me tell you something. You're in that dark room. And in the dark room is where things get developed. In the dark room is where the universe starts bringing to light your character, starts bringing to light your ability to stand up and survive the trials of life. You're not a victim, you're the victor. You're not the one that's going to stand there and come on the other side of this and be broken. You're going to come out of this unbound, free to do what it is that's in your heart, your mind, and your soul, and what the universe is calling you for. Why are you in the dark room? So that you can be developed. Nobody likes the dark room experiences, But let me tell you, those families that were looking at the pictures of their children, enjoying it, going, oh, look at this nice picture of my son. Look at my daughter on the cheer team. Look at this. There was somebody in the dark room, that was me, developing their pictures. Your tough times, your lean times, your struggles right now are developing in you. Taking those non-developed dreams and goals, putting them through the dark room until you're going to see them on the other side. 2018 could very well be the best year you've ever had. I can't wait to get to the end of it. Maybe you and I will shake hands and we'll talk about what happened this year and how great things were. The darkroom experience. It's not a place where you're going to end up staying. It's just for a moment. But the rewards are going to be long lasting. I'm Scottie the trainer. Thanks for joining me. That's how I see it.